संग मेरे चल मेरे संग मेरे
Good evening,
संग
everyone. I'm
मेरे
Saurabh
संग
Kumar, and
मेरे
thank you for joining us
चल
today.
मेरे संग
On behalf of the
मेरे
Humsafar Trust, I welcome you to the
यादों
conversation
की
with cast
राह
and crew of
पर
the film 68 Pages.
खुशियों
I
की
hope you have
छाँव
watched the
है
film, which is live on our social media
यादों की
platform,
राह
Facebook
पर
and YouTube.
खुशियों की
Now,
छाँव
I'd
है
like to invite Vivek Rath
इतने
Anand to
दिल
set
के
the agenda of today's
अब
discussion.
सन कितने
Vivek, uh,
पाँव है
Vivek works as the Chief Executive Officer of the Humsafar Trust, which is India's first community-based organization of the LGBTQ communities. Vivek has over 20 years of experience working in HIV intervention at the Humsafar Trust, which has nurtured various community-based organizations to strengthen their HIV programs in India. Over to you, Vivek. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Saurabh. And I'd like to begin first of all, like let me thank each one of you who are present here today, and Sridhar for creating this wonderful opportunity where all of us are together reliving 68 pages. I just saw the whole film, and it's also a very important week in our lives because globally December 1st is observed as the World AIDS Day, and the week following 1st December we have various activities in different parts of the world where we commemorate people who have contributed, people who have worked with people living with HIV, people affected and infected with HIV. But more than anything else, we also use this opportunity to remember all those friends, all the people whom we could not save, people who lost lives, to this epidemic. And this is one moment where we pause and we remember them, and we pay them a tribute because it's again a reminder, like year after year, this is a reminder that the work is far from over. This film is 13 years old. It actually looks like it's made today, and the truth, the reality is as much real today as much it was 13 years ago and 20 years ago. And I've been working for 25 years now, and yeah, things have moved. Yes, things have progressed ahead. Yes, now treatment is available, prep is available, but treatment is not cure. And that's what Mansi says, in one of the scenes, that you have treatment but there is no cure to the disease. And the only prevention we have to date is, I mean, if you're playing safe, if you're having sex, do not have unprotected sex. Please rely on condoms. uh, it is our resolve to take this work forward. Uh, Today, more than ever before, the government of India, the National AIDS Control Organization, they are committed in strengthening HIV interventions. They are committed. In fact, very soon in April 2021, Hamsafar starts a nationwide virtual outreach program. So it would be pan India, only communication messages in almost 13 languages. And we intend to reach out to a minimum of 1 million individuals in 3 years' time, because the younger generation today relies more and more on the net, on online, on digital platforms. So we want to reach out to them through that. And our partner in it is Government of India. So their support is now available. And why this occasion becomes very important for me is, especially today, uh, I noticed that a lot of youngsters today have never heard about 68 pages. They don't know what this film means. My own teams who are working with me right now on this panel, I was told by one of my young team members this morning that, sir, until you started mentioning, I didn't even know there was a film by this name. So it's good that you're releasing it. And I think this film is relevant, and releasing it on YouTube made a lot more sense, so that, you know, people all over the place can share links, can invite their friends, people can see, because difference is yet to come around properly. And as a small tribute, a gesture to all people who've been fighting for prevention, treatment of HIV and AIDS, and all the people whom we've lost, I would request Saurabh to play a small 2-minute video that has been made by Mac AIDS Fund. So Mac Cosmetics supports Humsafar. So here, Saurabh, yeah, thank you.
This World AIDS Day at MAC, we're proud to be working with organizations across India supporting those affected and infected by HIV and AIDS.
We always stand in support of the people who are affected and infected by HIV and AIDS.
On this World AIDS Day, let's stand up and make a difference. Let's spread awareness.
Together, we can do anything. Together, we can put an end to HIV from this planet.
On this World AIDS Day, we unite in the fight against HIV and stand in solidarity with those infected and affected with it.
Thank you so much, Saurabh. And without taking much time, I would invite my co-writer and my sole director of this beautiful project, Sridhar Rangayan. Sridhar, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Vivek. And hi, Mauli. Hi, Sagar. Hi, Himanshu. Hi, Madhuri. Hi, Joy. Hi, Abhay. Hi, Ashish. Hi, Admol. Welcome to all of you who have joined in to this conversation with cast and crew of 68 pages.
Thank you.
Really happy to have all of you. And I hope more and more of the cast and crew joins in very soon. We already have 35 attendees, and that's fantastic. This is basically a recap of what we did 13 years ago.
Yes.
We just thought it's a very informal conversation. We can just laugh at ourselves, our mistakes, but also enjoy what we did. And Vivek said, 60 pages is still relevant right now in terms of the connotations and context of HIV/AIDS. So I don't know. First, I want to ask Vivek. First of all, do you think the incidence of HIV has come down and have people been more accepting of HIV positive persons? The film basically shows that in the beginning, I mean, this was made in 13 years ago, when there was a huge stigma and discrimination against HIV persons, HIV positive persons. Is it still there? That's the main question.
So yeah, Sridhar, unfortunately, HIV that mainly affects the 4 marginalized groups has had kind of, started going down. But in the current generation, the younger lot, see, we have to understand one thing, that when we started work, it was 98, 99. So at that point of time, like kids who were born in 98 are 22 years old today. Okay. So for them, the conversation around HIV is kind of, because they've heard of something called treatment, but they do not know what treatment, like includes, or what the whole package is. And so people have really started playing unsafe. And now, like, we have a very strong research unit, and our research unit actually shows that in the age group of 18 to 25, the prevalence of HIV has really shot up. And very interestingly, the other age group where HIV has started going up is the senior citizens, the 55 plus, the 60 plus, because suddenly, I mean, people reach that stage where they feel ke ab theek hai, ab kya zarurat hai. But we see more HIV among senior citizens. But yeah, certainly in the 18 to 25 age group, it's much high. When you talk about stigma and discrimination, I would say that there is a certain younger generation lot that is more accepting, and they are kind of, I mean, they're very much okay. Their friends are telling them they're HIV positive, and they've been kind of very accepting, and there isn't much thing. But the moment you step out of this small pool of younger generation, once you go out, it's still the same. Umrao is still being treated exactly the same way as she was being treated by her brother 13 years ago and 20 years ago. So उमराव के लिए कुछ बदला नहीं है, पायल के लिए कुछ हालात बदले नहीं हैं. And that is the most unfortunate part, कि when you go on the ground, when you're really on the grassroots, I mean, I actually felt, because what happens with Payal in the hospital, because I'll give a small this thing that, so this film was actually based on real life stories, and we had a research team. So होता ये है कि काउंसलर अपनी स्टोरीज शेयर नहीं कर सकते हैं, हम उनसे कह नहीं सकते कि अपनी स्टोरीज बताओ, बट हमारी 2 काउंसलर्स थी एंड उनकी स्टोरीज थी, मगर वो डिस्कस नहीं कर सकती थी. इनफैक्ट वन ऑफ देम हैड टोल्ड मी दैट विवेक, इट्स वेरी स्टाइफलिंग, बट आपको कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी रखना पड़ता है. सो वी हैड अ रिसर्च टीम who shared different stories with us, and we did not want names, identifiers, and that. What happens with Payal in the hospital, in real life, had actually happened with a transgender in the hospital. And I was there at that point of time, and Hema ma'am, actually her name is Hema ma'am, she had played a big role in getting this transgender a bed. So in the story, we made it Payal's story and all that, those changes happened. But वो जो discrimination है जो उस वक्त था, वो आज भी grassroots levels पे चल रहा है. आज भी लाइक अगर सेक्स वर्कर्स हैं, ट्रांसजेंडर्स हैं, वो खुलकर ये बता नहीं पाते हैं कि आई एम लिविंग विद HIV. अगर आप मोहित और किरण को देखते हो, तो डिस्पाइट सेक्शन 377 गोइंग अवे, आज भी बहुत किरण और मोहित हैं जो अपने रिलेशनशिप को बाहर बता नहीं पाते हैं. आज भी इनफैक्ट बहुत इंटरेस्टिंगली 2018 जजमेंट के बाद the crisis situation in the LGBT community has grown. Now, I don't know whether more people are reporting crisis, or I don't know whether the crisis has actually increased. But blackmail, extortion, सब बढ़ रहा है क्योंकि dating apps हैं. So obviously situation has not improved much on the ground. And unless this whole thing finds an acceptance that you are gay, it's okay, you are a sex worker, it's okay, you are onto drugs, we need to find solution. Unless these stigmas go away, things are not really going to change very effectively. Only we are going to get old and probably go away somewhere, and the younger generation will come. I have a terrific team of youngsters, passionate, driven, so वो शायद काम आगे लेके जाएंगे, but बदलाव कितना आया है, I'm really not very sure.
Oh, that's not very happy to hear. I hope things improve per se. And I'm sure Humsafar Trust is facilitating more awareness through its programs. I want to just jump to Mauli. So we approached you for this role of a counselor, and counselor of a HIV AIDS counselor. And you must be surprised. You are a big star at that point of time. You are doing so many television programs. And suddenly to do this particular small budget film, what made you take up this role?
I think I remember Joy referred me to you, if I'm not wrong.
Right. Yeah.
And Joy is someone I always respected for the body of work and the people and the kind of work he did. So I was very sure, since Joy is recommending, I had told him also that I want to do good work with good people, budget. I have that Kida inside me where I had done a film when I was in Calcutta before coming here. It was on Shonagachi. It was again a docu-feature. It was a similar, again, I was a counselor there. So I don't know if it's something karmic or not, but yeah, I did a film there. There also I worked with real sex workers, came to know a few of their stories, spent time with them. And this was the second time I got a similar opportunity. And I had no reason. I was very excited because daily soaps are good. TV is good for certain things, but there is an artist inside you where you want to do different kind of work, which also will, bring some change or spread a good message and also a good product with good people. So I always have that thing inside me, and this project came to me. I thank Joy. I remember he was the one, he introduced me to you. He referred me to you, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I just want to know, like, I mean, before you took up this role, have you been in touch with the people who you met in the film, like gay men, transgender persons, sex workers? Have you? I mean, sex worker, you said you already interacted with them with the Sonagachi project. But had you ever met transgender persons, real life transgender persons?
I have,
but really in life, you know?
Yeah. See, being in the industry, I have gay friends. One of my, I don't know whether to call it a best friend. He's very young. He's 25 years old. He is a spiritual guy. He is a model. I don't know. He also goes for Humsafar at times. I don't know if you know Poojan Solanki. So he's very, very close to me. And he's like my brother and friend combo together. Though he's very young, he gives me a lot of advice and all. So yes, he's very close to me. And when we were shooting for Kahin Kisi Rose, you get to meet a lot of makeup artists and you interact. Like Ojas, I was very close to at one point of time when I was doing, before getting into television, I was doing a lot of ads. So you get to know their, then Zara was there. So I was very close to, so the different stories, like, first I met him and then he went through his a change. So and he played a prank on me and I couldn't recognize Zara. So I don't know if you know Zara or not. So yeah, so there have been people in the industry. So it's like there, I think this industry has been quite open and I know what Vivek is saying. Outside, yes, there are a lot of prejudices maybe. But within the industry, I don't know. I have never faced that way. I don't know. Matlab, I am on the other side. Matlab, but I have seen working together, partying together. Rohit Verma is a very dear friend. So different stories you get to know from them. I don't know how much I should say here, but yeah.
Gossip not allowed. No, just joking.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for sharing that. Like, moving on to Joy. Joy, I think you are one of the first person we approached to for the role of the gay man, one of the gay person in the gay couple story. So how difficult was it for you to accept this role? There's also a question from the audience, a similar question. Was it easy to play the role of a gay man for you, given the fact that many people in the industry are still not accepting of queer people? And this is in 2006 when we approached you.
It was extremely easy for me because for me, I approach anything from a humanistic point of view first. It is not just the sexuality or the gender point of view, but a humanistic point of view. Whether you approach me with a character of a girl or transgender or a lout of a man, it doesn't matter. What matters to me is whether this particular project, theme, film has its humanness in the center of it. And if the humanness is there in the center of it, then whatever character I play goes on to project that humanness, goes on to highlight that humanness. And that is the key thing. Don't forget that 6 years before I did your project, I did a play called On a Muggy Night in Mumbai, which was Mahesh Latani's play, which was one of the first and perhaps the only play in India, or maybe the world, where there are 8 LGBT characters. It's an ensemble piece with only LGBT characters. There's only one character in that play who is not an LGBT. And I played a character who was a drama queen, who was literally a wife to a fashion designer, who's a dedicated, and he looks up to Meena Kumari in his own way and stuff like that. And in my entire cultural life, I have always been part of the larger cultural space where there have been many, not just artists, but my mentors who belong to the LGBT community. Dadi Padamji, the famous puppeteer, was one of my mentors. I've done extensive work with him, Asta Devu was one of the persons who had, in a way, helped me, guided me. And there are many such people from dance, from music, from this thing. So I have never worked in a space where there are demarcations and definitions and borders. Because I do believe that, especially in the world of art, these borders don't exist. What exists is the aesthetics and the art and the need to communicate something vital. Now, that vital could be gender specific, sexuality specific. For me, I always look at it from a relationship perspective. When you offered me the film, it was about the relationship in the center, the betrayal. It was also about a reverse empowerment, where a person who is actually empowered, who is a counselor, so to say, who is counseling others, who is empowering others, is suddenly disempowered by a betrayal, not from the heterosexual world, but from his own world. So his entire counseling and his entire gyan and his entire empowerment collapses like a pack of cards, and he gets lost. And then he finds himself. So it's a very interesting thread, journey, line in order to learn about empowerment, disempowerment, and empowerment again. So yeah, so these are the things which concern me more than whether it's what's the sexuality and what's the gender.
But do you think playing a gay character stereotypes actors and they keep getting offered similar parts or something like that? Or for you, it's not, I'm sure.
Once upon a time, this may have been a case, because I remember I was performing in New York. I was performing 2 plays, Dance Like a Man and Muggy Night in Mumbai, back to back. I was performing for a season, and a lot of people came to watch it. We got reviews in New York Times, and they were, because I was in both the plays, and there was this whole thing about even the people who knew me in New York started assuming that Joy may be a closet gay, and therefore he is playing this role. Because on a Muggy Night in Mumbai, my character was offered to a lot of actors from LGBT community who could not do justice to the role. It is not that they could not play themselves or sexuality. They could not do justice to the emotional aspect of the character. And therefore, I had stepped in and stuff like that. So anyway, so those ideas will always be there about us artists. We are always bracketed, slotted, looked at. Like if Molly, like for example, me and Molly used to have so many discussions in those days, and I was constantly telling her all the time to break the mold, break the mold, break the mold. You are known. But this can also become counterproductive, because everybody looks at Molly and will say, oh, that from that channel. I said, you break the mold. So we have to constantly break the mold. The more we break the mold, the more unpredictable we become. So then we can never be slotted. So me playing this character in 68 pages can be breaking the mold for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, you break the stereotype.
I totally agree on that. Like, in fact, but also there's this usual question whether we need to have gay men playing gay parts, transgender persons playing transgender parts. That's a big debate across the world right now. We have actually tried to kind of audition real life people for the parts we did. But finally, the as you said, that character has to take the emotional weight of the role, and that particular actor has to play that part. So, but we have tried to kind of experiment by having real life transgender persons playing the parts. So, Sarode Sharma is one of the transgender actors in the part of Payal's friend. So, Umrav's friend. So, Umrav is no more with us. She passed away a few years after we did the film. How many years before Vivek? How many years before Umrav?
She passed away on 11th November 2011.
2011. Yeah, she did her part so brilliantly. She was true to her. I mean, I think it's basically her own real life experiences she drew from to play the part of Umrao. Madhuri, आपको कैसा लगा था कि ये फिल्म में काम करते हुए उमराव के साथ बेसिकली आपने काफी वक्त बिताए पार्ट को तैयार करने में? उमराव को तो मिस कर रहे होंगे अभी आप?
बहुत। आज मैं पायल की जगह पे ही यहाँ पर बैठी हूँ क्योंकि मैं सोच रही हूँ आज पायल नहीं है तो मैं उसकी जगह पे यहाँ पर बैठी हूँ आपके साथ में। मेरा तो बहुत छोटा सा रोल था, लेकिन पायल मेरी बहुत बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी और शॉकिंग था हमारे सबके लिए वो सब चीज़ें। हाँ, लेकिन कुछ उसकी पर्सनल चीज़ें जो है वो मुझे पता थी। एज अ फ्रेंड वो हमसे डिस्कस करती थी और इस फिल्म का कैरेक्टर और कहीं ना कहीं उमराव का कैरेक्टर वो एक ही था। तो उसने मुझे लगता है इस फिल्म में एक्टिंग नहीं की, उसने वो उमराव का कैरेक्टर रियल मतलब रियल उसने वहाँ पर खड़ा किया था। तो आज भी मैं जब बहुत बार मैं 68 पेजेस देखती हूँ हमेशा। मेरी शादी हो गई तो मैंने मेरे हस्बैंड को भी दिखाया, लेकिन जो एक डायलॉग है उमराव का कि ऐसे ही एक दिन धंधा करूंगी और आई थिंक सो, और एक दिन ऐसे ही मरूंगी, वो जब भी मैं सुनती हूँ मेरी आंखों में तभी भी पानी आता है। ऐसा लगता है पायल सामने बैठी है और वो अपने दिल की बात बता रही है। तो इतना सच्चाई था, और सिर्फ ट्रांसजेंडर पार्ट नहीं, जो सभी पार्ट इतना अच्छा था। और मैं खुश नसीब हूँ कि मुझे उसमें छोटा सा रोल करने मिला और डांस करने मिला पायल के साथ। वो सब आप लोगों के साथ काम की, बहुत अच्छा लगा। और एक एक्टिंग का एक क्या होता है, शूट क्या होता है, फिल्म क्या, अभी तो मैं बहुत सारे शॉर्ट फिल्म्स कर रही हूँ, लेकिन वो मेरी पहली फिल्म थी शॉर्ट फिल्म जिसमें मैंने एज ए कैरेक्टर डायलॉग्स बोले थे या फिर एक्टिंग की थी। तो आज मैं बहुत मिस कर रही हूँ पायल को, सच में।
या बट लाइक डू यू थिंक, आपको लगता है कि ट्रांसजेंडर लोगों के लिए हालात बदले हैं अभी? जो हम 2006 में 2007 में ये फिल्म बनाए थे, जहाँ पे डांस बार बंद हो गए थे और कोई काम करने का कोई जरिया नहीं था, सेक्स वर्क की एक ही पॉसिबिलिटी था। अभी यू थिंक चेंज हुआ है का इतने 13 सालों में ट्रांसजेंडर के लिए?
मेरे हिसाब से जैसे विवेक सर ने बोला कि मुझे कहीं चेंज दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, वो सिर्फ कागजों पर और कायदे जो बोलते हैं, तो उसमें ही जो हम सोशल फील्ड में काम कर रहे हैं लोग जो एलजीबीटी कम्युनिटी के हैं, वो सिर्फ उनको पता है कि चेंजेस हुए हैं या फिर हमको हमारे लिए ये कायदे हैं, हमारे यहाँ ये रूल्स है, अब लोग हमारे साथ ऐसे नहीं बिहेव कर सकते, ये सिर्फ हमको पता है जो एनजीओ फील्ड में काम करते हैं। लेकिन ज्यादातर ग्राउंड पे जो ट्रांसजेंडर काम अभी भी है उनके दिमाग में वही सब कुछ है, और बदलाव मेरे हिसाब से सिर्फ 25% आया है, वो भी जो एनजीओ फील्ड में काम कर रहे हैं, जो बहुत सालों से एनजीओ से जुड़े हुए हैं, सीबीओ से जुड़े हुए हैं, वो लोग ही थोड़ा बदलाव लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। लेकिन सच मायने में मुझे बहुत दुख हो रहा है कि हम लोग इतने साल से काम कर रहे हैं फिर भी बदलाव दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, जितना फास्ट होना चाहिए वो नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है।
बट अभी आप तो एनसीपी एलजीबीटी विंग के मेंबर है, तो होपफुली आप बदलाव लाएंगे, मुबारक हो उसकी बात पे। सो क्या प्लान्स है उस व्हाट इज द प्लान्स फॉर एनसीपी एलजीबीटी सेंटर ग्रुप के?
हाँ, बदलाव तो लाने की बहुत कोशिश कर रहे हैं हम लोग। होम मिनिस्टर से मिल रहे हैं, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर से मिल रहे हैं। तो क्या हुआ कि 2014 में जो ट्रांसजेंडर के लिए नालसा जजमेंट आया था उसकी शुरुआत हुई महाराष्ट्र से, लेकिन दुख की बात यह है कि महाराष्ट्र सबसे पीछे है आज। बाकी के सभी राज्यों में ट्रांसजेंडर के लिए बहुत सारी सुविधाएं हुई है, राज्यों ने बहुत सारी तरक्की की है, लेकिन महाराष्ट्र में वो नहीं हुआ क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र में वेलफेयर बोर्ड ही नहीं बना था, वो इस कोविड में बन गया है और उसके बाद में अभी एलजीबीटी सेल बना है। तो हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि एलजीबीटी कम्युनिटी के लिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सुविधाएं दें। वो हम हेल्थ मिनिस्टर से मिल रहे हैं, बाकी के राज्यों के साथ कोलैबोरेशन करके उन्होंने क्या ऐसा किया सिग्निफाइड चेंज के लिए उनके राज्य में, वो देखकर हम उस विषय पर काम शुरुआत कर रहे हैं। लेकिन इन सब बातों को थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, लेकिन हमने बहुत सारे मुद्दे सरकार के सामने रखे हैं। और अभी एक बात अच्छी हुई है ना कि पहले हम अगर ऐसे ही सरकार के पास या गृह मंत्री के पास जाते हैं तो ज्यादा हमारी बात को वहां पर रखा नहीं जाता, लेकिन आज एलजीबीटी सेल बना है और सेल के जरिए हम बहुत जल्द ये काम कर सकते हैं। तो एक बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है जो राष्ट्रवादी ने दी है, और जिम्मेदारी भी है। और मेरे सब एलजीबीटी फ्रेंड हम बहुत कोशिश कर रहे हैं और जिम्मेदारी पर खरे उतरेंगे। कोशिश तो यही है कि 2-3 साल में बहुत सारा चेंज दिखाई देगा LGBT कम्युनिटी में और खासकर थर्ड जेंडर कम्युनिटी में।
Fantastic. I really hope it happens for sure. Really appreciate your work. Abhay, basically when we cast Uday Sonamane as Umrao, we sent her to you for getting trained as an actor because वो कभी काम नहीं किया था कैमरा के सामने उदय ने, So we said like, why don't you train her? So what is your interaction with Uday? Did you have to train her or she was a natural?
जब उदय को मेरे पास भेजा तो मुझे नहीं पता था कि उसको कैसे क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, तो मुझे तो पहले स्टोरी मैंने सुनी कि क्या स्टोरी है क्या नहीं, क्या रोल है क्या नहीं है, और मैंने बेसिकली उसकी लाइफ की स्टोरी सुनी कि अब तेरी स्टोरी क्या है, क्योंकि मैं पहली बार किसी एक रियल ट्रांसजेंडर से फर्स्ट टाइम मैं मिल रहा था। पहले तो काफी लोगों को देखा था, दरमियान के समय काफी लोगों से मैं मिला था, इवन इन जिंदगी जिंदाबाद, इंडिया's फर्स्ट फिल्म ऑन HIV एड्स, जिंदगी जिंदाबाद, मेरा सुमित्रा भावे, आई एक्टेड इन दैट। बिफोर दैट शबनम सुखदेव की फिल्म में मैंने ट्रांसजेंडर का रोल किया था 94 में, ये जिंदगी जो 95 की फिल्म थी, तो आई न्यू अबाउट क्या होता है, पर किसी से बात करना वो पहली बार हुआ था, वो यही मेरे घर पे ही आया था, तो मैंने उसकी लाइफ सुनी कि क्या क्या लाइफ है उसकी, एंड आई जस्ट कनेक्ट, मैंने वो कनेक्ट किया उसका लाइफ और उमराव का लाइफ कनेक्ट किया, और हमने सिर्फ 3-3.5 घंटा बात की थी, कुछ ऐसा भी नहीं था, और सबसे ज्यादा वो था कि प्यार तो सभी को मांगता है ना, तो वो जो था ना उसको लेके मैंने शुरू किया था, और पूरा उसका कैरेक्टर मैंने उसी के इर्द गिर्द था कि एवरीबडी वांट्स लव, अफेक्शन, केयरिंग, जो नहीं मिलता है, जो जैसे विवेक ने कहा, माधुरी ने भी कहा कि जो चाहिए ना रिस्पेक्ट वाली बात होती है, वो रिस्पेक्ट वाली बात नहीं मिलती है, और मैंने वो पॉइंट उसका कनेक्ट किया उसके लाइफ से कि मेरा देख तेरे लाइफ में क्या होता है, तेरे लाइफ में ये हो रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है, और उमरा का लाइफ बिल्कुल पैरेलल है, बिल्कुल सेम है। तो उसने ना अपना, जैसे माधुरी ने कहा, विवेक ने भी कहा कि शी वॉज रियल, उसने एक्टिंग नहीं की, उसका सिर्फ मैंने कनेक्शन किया कि देख उमरा अलग नहीं है और तू अलग नहीं, उमेश और ये उमरा सेम है, बस जाके तेरे को तेरी लाइफ बोलनी है, तेरा हार्ट ओपन करना है, एंड ही डिड द सेम एंड डन अ फैबुलस जॉब। आई जस्ट ओनली, मैं एक मीडिएटर था, एक कनेक्ट करने वाला था, मतलब मैंने प्लग में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऑलरेडी थी, ये प्लग डाला, वो डालना कैसे वो बता दिया, और अपने आप वो चार्ज होके लाइट जल गया, दैट्स इट, वही किया मैंने, और कुछ नहीं था। इट वाज ब्रिलियंट।
Yeah, thank you for doing that, Abhay. But also, you played the part of Nattu, a sweeper who's HIV, who turns HIV positive, and he's the only person in the film who passes away. He dies of HIV, of AIDS complication, whereas other people are all managed to live their life further. So I know it's a very small part. You're a much bigger actor, but thank you for accepting that part. So what is your reaction after you did that part, and has your notions about HIV changed in any way?
वेल मेरे नोशन HIV के बारे में पहले से ही मतलब जिंदगी जिंदाबाद करने के बाद काफी हम लोगों ने रिसर्च किया था 95-94 में, क्योंकि उसमें आई प्लेड रोल ऑफ वन ऑफ द गे कपल, एंड माय बॉयफ्रेंड गेट्स अफेक्टेड एंड ही डाइज इन द फिल्म, एंड पूरी सिंपैथी वो लेके जाते हैं, तो था कि अरे यार मैं मरता तो मैं सिंपैथी लेके जाता, एंड में वही होता है, फिल्म में जो मरता है वो सिंपैथी लेके जाता है। एनीवेज, कमिंग बैक टू नथु, इफ यू रिमेंबर द नथु का जो रोल था, वो पहले तुमने वो किया था किसी एक एजेड बंदे के लिए, इफ यू रिमेंबर, एंड बाद में यू चेंज द एज, बिकॉज कोई अगर एजेड बंदे का डेथ होता है तो उतना वो नहीं लगता, सॉरी टू से, पर जो एक यंग बंदा मरे कि उसकी लाइफ पूरी अभी बची है, सो मेरे लिए ये था कि मतलब HIV के बारे में जो भी मेरी धारणाएं हैं या जो भी है, वो पहले से मेरी बेस तैयार थी जिंदगी जिंदाबाद की वजह से, तो मुझे वो प्ले कर मुझे बहुत मजा भी आया, क्योंकि एक तो एटीट्यूड वाली बात थी, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे चेंज होता है, आई डोंट हैव अ सिंगल वर्ड, मौली के साथ मेरा पूरा इंटरेक्शन था उसमें, और जो खुन्नस देनी थी मुझे मौली को, जिस तरीके से इंटरेक्शन करना था मौली के साथ, वो सिर्फ आंखों ही आंखों में, इट वाज प्रीटी डिफिकल्ट। क्या होता है ना, हमको लगता है एज एन एक्टर डायलॉग मिलेगा तो मैं बहुत करूंगा, पर विदाउट डायलॉग्स यू हैव टू हैव अ सबटेक्स्ट। जैसे तुम्हारे फिल्म में काफी होता है श्रीधर, कि तुम्हारे फिल्म में काम करना मुश्किल क्यों होता है, बिकॉज यू हैव अ रियल कैरेक्टर्स। कोई एक अलग कैरिकेचर वाला हो या कोई अलग कैरेक्टर हो तो करने में ठीक होता है, पर रियल कैरेक्टर, रियल एज का कैरेक्टर करना ना बहुत मुश्किल, कि अपने आप को अपने से निकाल के उसको दिखाना है उस कैरेक्टर को। सो आई ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द मेंटालिटी, क्योंकि कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बेदरकार, मतलब वैगाबॉन्ड होते हैं जो मस्ती मारते, दारू पीते, सिगरेट पीते, जो भी है, और कहीं ना कहीं गलती करते हैं, एंड देन वो होता है। और वो एक जो मूवमेंट है जो मैं खास रहा हूँ, मौली आती है पायल को देखने के लिए, शी लुक्स एट मी एंड मेरी नजर देखता है कि यार यही एक है जिसको मैं खुद से था, आज वही जो कि मेरे पास आएगी नहीं आएगी, पर उसकी नजर में दिखता है कि एक सहानुभूति दिखती है, एक रिस्पेक्ट दिखता है, एक एक्सेप्टेंस दिखता है, तो वो बहुत बढ़िया था। तो वेदर इट्स अ स्मॉल रोल और बिग रोल ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, वो जो था वो नोटिसेबल था, अच्छा था। सो आई एंजॉयड डूइंग द शो एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द डिफिकल्ट रोल्स. Always you gave me difficult roles and I played it. So thank you so much for it.
Thanks, Sab. I really appreciate you being part of that. And for coming to Himanshu, you did this is such a small film. We started off with 68 pages. Now you're such a huge producer of huge blockbusters. So looking back 60 years before, how was it being part of this project? Now of course you're really doing big budget films and producing so many big films. But do you have any memories of this particular project?
Sir, please, I just feel that I think it's really unfair for you to say what's happening. And what I really remember of 68 pages for me, I don't know whether you know this, but I have no memory of. I think it was Sohail Abbasi who got me introduced to Vivek sir from Sony. I think it was through them. But technically 68 pages is my first film as a line producer.
Wow.
That was a first film that I did as a line producer, and for me it was probably if not more, but as good as with equal passion with you, because I remember Sridhar sir, how you were trying to mount things, and how Vivek sir used to tell me that, Himanshu, you have to stop thinking like the filmy way. This has to be approached in a way, because we're first time blending real actors, going to then we have Molly, we have Joy, we have Jayati ji, we have a blend of all these people coming into this world, and so many people from real world. So you have to really figure out a way that it is done. And this is the only and let me tell you one thing, for whatever it is worth, I just feel that Vivek ji was one of the best people to work with, because he had given a complete freedom. He never questioned, he gave that this is the budget. We cannot exceed that. But once that was decided, it was never moved. So it was very clear for everybody, or especially from, this side of the team, the line production team, coming back and encapsulating the answer, that it's the most special film because it's my first film as an independent line producer. Rest everything is there, fate and destiny. And I think it's because of people like you I started working with you as a director, Vivek ji. He was one of the first few people to trust me to do this. I think it's always I'm going to be forever indebted, because it gave me such a huge opportunity and showed me what I can do.
Thanks. And I think what we shot the entire film in just 7 days, I think so.
Yeah.
7 days, and the budget was
10
what?
days. 10 days.
10 days. 10 days, was it? Okay. And the budget was what, 18 lakhs or something?
No. It was, I think, somewhere between 14 to 16 lakhs.
Yeah, 14 to 15 lakhs.
This was the money we had saved on a different project.
Correct.
So they had asked me, what do you want to do with the saving you have? I said, I want to do a film.
Yeah.
And so Himanshu made it possible for us to get such beautiful locations like the bar and the truck stop and Cafe Mocha where we shot. I still remember those beautiful locations. And I just thank you for making that happen. I mean, with a small budget, that's really amazing what you did.
Can I come in for a minute?
Please.
Can I just come in for a minute? This is for Himanshu. So it included Sun and Sand. And he got Sun and Sand free of cost. And he had gone and told them, sir, ye film to Khan material hai. So that was like his art. But for me, Himanshu, mera bahut jo hota hai na ke whom can I trust? I remember, I don't know how many of you people remember, but we shot at the old Humsafar Trust building just for 1 day, and next day the building was going to be demolished.
That's right.
Yes.
There was a demolition squad. It was going. We had only 1 day to go. And I had told Himanshu, देख बच्चा ये ऐसा है, and we just can't go wrong. And क्योंकि हम ऑफिस में शूट कर रहे थे, and पीछे का पूरा पोर्शन डिमोलिश हो चुका था, सिर्फ हमारा पोर्शन बचा हुआ था. Next day in the morning, he calls me up at 5 in the morning, and he said, "Sir, we are ready to roll." वहां पे मतलब वो पीछे प्लेन ग्राउंड में जो डिमोलिश हुआ है, वहां जनरेटर्स लग चुके थे, मेकअप का अरेंजमेंट हो चुका था, सब आर्टिस्ट का सब. He said, "Sir, we are ready to roll." So, you know, Himanshu, that trust comes from these small little things, that I know that our project is in safe hands.
Yep.
And you took that charge, and then I had no reason. भैया मुझे तो मेरे बच्चे कम ही काम करवाएं, जितना उतना अच्छा है, बहुत काम होता है. So thank you very much for being the wonderful kid that you are.
Oh, please. Pleasure is all mine.
Okay, coming to the background music, Ashish Rego, you've been a big, huge music director. And thank you for, I mean, we have worked in the past on Gulabi Aina also. And this particular film, 68 Pages, is also very special. Because also I think it's my second feature film. Feature film bol sakta hu because feature length hai. So it's a small budget film. So how is it working for the background? I mean, you brought in so many different kind of melodies and instrumentation. How was it for you? Thank you for joining the conversation.
My pleasure, my pleasure. It was very nostalgic actually watching the entire film today. And I was, all those familiar melodies came back from so many years back. And, but while I was doing it, I was also, I mean, while I was happy with the work I did, I was wondering if I could get an opportunity to do it all over again. Because after 13 years, compose the entire score again for the film, put it back again. And with the current sounds, the current experience that I have of the past 13 years. So as far as my experience on the film, I mean, there's work that we do for money and there's work that we do to, is an opportunity that we get to add value. And this film was an opportunity to add value. And it's very precious because there are very few opportunities that we get. The rest we have to create for ourselves. So very grateful that you thought me capable at that time of being able to do justice to this film. And to all of you, the entire team. I mean, it was beautiful. Even Gulabi Aina. I mean, very rarely does one get the opportunity to score for a film that has such a beautiful message to it, that aims at making a difference to society and the way people view certain marginalized sections and misunderstood sections, a message of AIDS prevention, all in one film. Beautiful. And as I said, I'm probably the greatest critic of my own work. So while I was listening today, I felt that if there's a chance, I could probably do it all over again.
So Vidhu, you said like already it's hard. Yeah, he has put a comment here. I feel it's time we made the next installment.
Yeah. I feel
the impact of COVID on the same people. You know.
Yeah, AIDS at that time was a burning issue. Today, COVID is kind of the same thing that AIDS was then. And what is the impact of COVID on this very section of society? Why not the same team come back together and do it again?
Yeah, Vivek, you have to produce it now. You have to put the money. All of us are ready.
Thank you so much, Sridhar. I would love to do it because last 8 months we've been running this Humsafar Fights COVID-19 Relief Fund, and the kind of support that we have got from communities, our friends, our allies, that we have managed to provide relief in 22 states of the country to over 10,000 individuals. And I see so many similarities between both the epidemic, the COVID pandemic and the HIV pandemic. And I see what is happening with marginalized communities, people who are living with HIV, and what is happening to them during the COVID pandemic, how it invisibilizes them further. How treatment becomes an issue. So yeah, Ashish, it's a beautiful thought. And we raised enough money for our relief work because that was more important. I hope I'll be able to find some money for this too.
Thank you. So that's leaves on a good hope. Sagar,
Just
coming to you.
Go ahead. Intervention. Vivek, films are made by passion more and less by money. So I think you have enough passion and
Ashish,
with you. So
Ashish, I totally agree. With the kind of money this kid Himanshu got me these seasoned actors, and I was like, नहीं यार, इतना भी नहीं काट सकते आप लोगों को.
काटने की जरूरत नहीं है, अगर आप बिलीव करते हैं कॉज में तो लोग वैसे ही जुड़
जाते हैं. But yeah, that's true. But definitely we'll do our best.
Okay, moving to Sagar, who has written the lyrics for the film. So what went on in your mind when you wrote this lyrics? Did you have what kind of thoughts? And also you've been writing basically, unfortunately, all your lyrics are basically background songs, you know, not really songs.
That was my observation today to you, Sridhar. Like all the songs I have written till date are picturized as background songs. But that's okay. That doesn't make any difference to me as a lyricist. But yeah, writing for this particular film, it was not an easy creation, I would say, because the brief, what I remember was like, I have to highlight pain, and yet the message which should come across is about hope. So while highlighting the pain, you have to bring out the hope. So that's why it says निकले थे अकेले आज फिर भी कितने पांव संग हैं. So that became the mukhda, because that thought should keep repeating itself and like a mukhda. So while the antras are like काटती हैं यादों सी कांच की चूड़ी, काटती हैं कांच सी यादों की चूड़ियां. So that was picturized on Molly as like her background thought. So those were like, then I took different characters because when I spoke to you, you told me like, yeah, it will come in parts throughout the film and it will be like picturized on different characters as they move along the film. So then accordingly, and I was aware of the whole screenplay, whole script, I have read it. So it was difficult, but then going through the whole script and sharing the thoughts and having that chat with you helped me to create this song. Yeah, so Shireen has put it very beautifully to the tune, set to the tune.
Yeah. So Shireen and the Band of Boys did the music for the song for the film, and they did a great job. Narayani Shastri sang the female voice of the for Mowgli. So that's been a great. And now joining in is Jaiti Bhatia. Hi, Jaiti. Finally, you're here.
Hello. I have to find and roam around to find internet here.
इसका नाम बदल के आज से हैक्ड जैती कर दो. जैती हैक्ड. ये जैती नहीं है, जैती हैक्ड है ये.
Can you believe it? Somebody called Seiko team has hacked my account and logged me out.
You are a celeb.
The most ruddar celeb ever.
इसको सड़कों पे लेके आए. देखो सड़कों पे घूम रही है ये. अब कोई जगह नहीं है. She is lost shelter.
इंटरनेट की तलाश में.
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि वो झूले वाला सीन कर रही है क्योंकि ऐसे से बोल रहा है.
Get proper internet.
फिल्म में.
How is everything? How is everybody? I'm missing you all, remembering all the shooting days. You remember Sridhar, my scene जहाँ पर ऐसे लेटी हुई थी मैं और मेरे ऊपर वो मक्खियाँ घूम रही थी, तो you were placing the makkis. That is my super memorable scene.
I remember production वाले बाहर हाथ में बोतल लेके मक्खी पकड़ रहे थे.
Oh God, और वहाँ पे गंदा बनाया हुआ था. Oh, I was very excited to lie down there and look unconscious.
वो श्रीधर की प्लानिंग थी. श्रीधर कह रहा है कि जैती जब अपने वहाँ पे टीवी में काम करती है तो एकदम साफ सुथरा सब कुछ इतना चकाचक सैनिटाइज ज्वेलरी में ऐसे रॉब से काम करती है. इसको आज तो मक्खी पे लेटाना है.
अरे हमारे सीरियल में मक्खी भी तो थी, वही से इंस्पिरेशन आई होगी.
Coming back to you seriously, wait. I have to ask you some questions now.
जी, पूछिए.
So we did this role 13 years ago. How was it for you playing the sex worker? I mean, I think.
Hello.
Jordi,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Okay.
नहीं आप हैं.
Hey. Yeah. So 13 years ago, you played this particular part. How was it for you approaching this role as a sex worker? That's the main question. Yeah.
Absolutely stunning, because you've read about them, you've heard about them, but when you play the character, you also become a part of it. So and you do a little bit of study, and even your writing and wherever we shot was very authentic. So my one of the favorite line is when she goes to meet I think Molly's character. वो जाकर बोलती है कि मैं अगरबत्ती और पापड़ तो नहीं बनाऊंगी, मोमबत्ती हाँ, और पापड़ तो नहीं बनाऊंगी. I will continue working as a sex worker, but I will see to it that I am safe and the people who come to me are safe. So this never occurred to me, because I thought anybody given a chance would not work as a sex worker and would like to make mombatti and करेक्ट, वो ये सब बनाना चाहेगी और वो बास्केट बनाना चाहेगी, because that's a much, हमारे दिमाग में that is a kind of life that we are looking for, it's a dignified life, whereas the life of a sex worker is in our minds is not dignified. But that changed my perspective, that those scenes changed my perspective, because I thought अच्छा ये भी एक तरीका है, because this is the way she knows, this is the life she knows. So उसके लिए लगता है कि मैं ये काम तो नहीं करूंगी, but I will see to it that I'm safe and my child is safe and the people who are coming to me are safe. I will see to it. So this, I think, was one of the biggest turnarounds for me in my mind towards a sex worker.
In fact, the role of the sex worker is there, but also the relationship with you as a mother with a child is really special, because you're not worried about you passing away, but who will look after the child in the future.
My scene which I shot with you was in that same place where the hospital tha, where she has gone to take her report, and Lali is there with her. And the fear जो होता है कि एड्स पेशेंट का, कि वो जो निकल के आएगा, क्या आएगा उसके अंदर, उसके repercussions क्या है, और लाली का क्या होगा, all that was summarized in that scene. It is again one of very very memorable scenes. फिर वो फोन करने जाती है अपने पैसे लेकर, वहाँ पे एक एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, and the money is taken, all that is lost. Even her relationship with her it's like any other mother, like my mother would have. My mother worries about me exactly like this. So a mother is a mother, be it a sex worker mother or any other mother. Her worry about her child and her worry about her well-being, and she doesn't want her to come back to this profession. That is for sure. She wants her to study. So all these worries of a mother is she's so vulnerable as a mother. I love it. I just loved it.
Yeah, and also I love your relationship with the Shetty, जो रिश्ते जिसका नाम नहीं होते हैं, I think that's beautiful.
मैं आपको एक बड़ी मजेदार बात बताती हूँ श्रीधर, आपको शायद ये रियलाइज भी नहीं हुआ, विवेक मैं आपको भी बताऊंगी कि हमारा एक ना थप्पड़, जब मैं उनको बताती हूँ कि मुझे I got AIDS, तो वो मुझे ना एक थप्पड़ मारते हैं जोर से, ठीक है. तो जो एक्टर थे, I'm forgetting his name,
अजय रोहिला
जी, तो वो बड़े कॉन्शियस थे कि मुझे थप्पड़ पड़ेगा, अरे तुम्हें थप्पड़ मारना पड़ेगा, मैं कैसे करूंगा, तो बड़े कायदे से मुझे थप्पड़ मारे थे. हम लोग सब एक्ट कर रहे थे, तो उन्होंने जब मेरे क्लोजअप पे बड़े प्यार से थप्पड़ मारा, पर जब अपना क्लोजअप आया ना, धम से उन्होंने मेरे चेहरे पर एक मार दिया. I was not prepared for that. मेरा दांत वात सब हिल गया. मार दिया.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
So that's any other thoughts about shooting for 16 pages? Any other incidents which you remember?
ये तो है ही है. फिर वो क्या बोलते हैं, हाँ, सारे सीन्स ही मेरे लिए बड़े मेमोरेबल थे. इवन द गर्ल हु प्लेड जो दूसरा प्रोस्टिट्यूट प्ले करती है, उसके साथ जो मेरे सीन्स थे, जब वो रूम में आकर बताती कि मैं सबको बता दूंगी, हाँ, that was also, she was such a wonderful actress, she's such a wonderful actress. वो भी बहुत कमाल का. फिर इनके घर में जो हमने शूट किया था, मौली के घर में जाकर, कैरेक्टर के घर में जाकर, and I got to meet everybody. Zafar, one of my favorite actors, Joy Dada, my love. Everybody was there. It was because कुछ लोगों को हम जानते थे, कुछ लोग हमारे दोस्त बन गए. So ये one of the projects है which I am very proud of, and I feel कि इसको ना बड़े पर्दे पर आना चाहिए. जाके हम जाकर.
Yeah, I know.
And it should come because it is a wonderful and meaningful film.
No, we tried a lot to get it released per se, but none of the because finally when we applied for the censor board certification, we got an adult certificate, and when we approached the distributors, nobody wanted to take it up, and we approached television channels. But now with OTT platforms, at least there's hope. We just hope that so हमारे दूसरे आगे के projects जो Evening Shadows and Breaking Free, it's on Netflix. So we hope that when we make more films now, Netflix and Amazon पे जा सकती है, at least theater में तो obviously it's a pleasure, but in case it can't, at least we can go on OTT platforms.
Joy and Shahryar had a beautiful Shahryar ना? Shahryar. What a scene they had. मतलब मैंने Brokeback Mountain देखा था और फिर इन दोनों का scene देखा जब वो room में, where they confess each other कि इतना खूबसूरत scene था, इतना खूबसूरत, and especially एक और scene जब the person who plays the truck driver के पास जो जाती है ना, उनके साथ हम कितनी बार मिले, and I came to know of a very very tragic. I went to that function again and came to know that he passed away, and it was such a big dhakka for me because I felt he was family. He had shown so much love, so much affection. These are some. This film is special.
Right. There's a question here about to Madhuri. Madhuri, आपके लिए एक सवाल है. So many transgenders have been addicted but don't want to change. मतलब काफी transgenders addiction. I think addicted मतलब क्या समझा नहीं. But education, position, health, business, ये सब के बारे में वो उनके rights के बारे में कैसा उनको जानकारी दे. ट्रांसजेंडर को अपने राइट्स के बारे में कैसे हम जानकारी दे सकते?
मैं ये बोल रही हूँ कि ट्रांसजेंडर को लेकर गवर्नमेंट ने या किसी ने कोई बड़ा ऐसा प्रोग्राम नहीं किया है. जैसे HIV एड्स को या टीबी को लेकर हम बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बातें करते हैं, बहुत बड़े बड़े स्टार को लेकर आते हैं. जैसे अभी टीबी के लिए अमिताभ जी हैं, कोविड के लिए भी अभी इतना हो गया, लेकिन ट्रांसजेंडर इस विषय पर आज तक कोई भी प्रोग्राम बड़े लेवल पर नहीं किया गया है. अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है बड़े लेवल पे तो शायद लोगों तक भी वो पहुंच सकता है और ट्रांसजेंडर भी उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्ट दिखा सकते कि हमारे विषय में कोई एक प्रोजेक्ट किया जा रहा है जो इतने बड़े लेवल पे किया जाता है. तो मुझे लगता है इसमें गवर्नमेंट ने भी सपोर्ट करना चाहिए. और जैसे कि आप लोग फिल्म बनाते हैं या और भी बहुत सारे चीज़ें हैं, बड़े बड़े बैनर्स लगने चाहिए इसको लेकर कि ट्रांसजेंडर को अपनाओ या फिर नजरिया बदलो अपना. ये सब विषय पर होना चाहिए क्योंकि राइट्स, ट्रांसजेंडर के राइट्स क्या हैं ये अभी तक ग्राउंड लेवल पर जो ट्रांसजेंडर है उनको पता ही नहीं है कि हमारे लिए क्या राइट्स है और क्या कायदे हैं. जो हमारा TG बिल आया है वो तो सिर्फ हम NGO में काम करने वालों को ही पता है, लेकिन TG बिल में लिखा क्या गया है, हमको क्या राइट्स है क्या नहीं है, ये सब ग्राउंड लेवल पे पता होना बहुत जरूरी है. और जब तक ये ग्राउंड लेवल तक हर एक ट्रांसजेंडर को पता नहीं चलता है कि मुझे भी पढ़ने का हक है, मुझे भी इंसान करके जीने का हक है, मुझे भी काम करने का हक है, ये सब चीजें जब मालूम पड़ेगी तो मुझे लगता है ये बेगिंग, सेक्स वर्क और कहीं ना कहीं HIV कम हो सकता है. तो ये सब जरूरी है. जैसे कि बहुत सारा बड़ा कुछ करना चाहिए तो वो थोड़ा पॉसिबल हो सकता है.
Yeah, बढ़िया. So thank you for that answer. There's another question for Himanshu here on the chat. Himanshu, now that you've moved to bigger commercial ventures, would you consider producing a film like this?
I mean, for us or anybody here, for everyone, I just feel it's the same passion. And Sridhar, why not? If you bring something, interesting, which interests all of us and resonates with all of us, why not? We should, as even Ashish said that films. I'll not use the word easier or better or what. I just feel there are more wider avenues today than how back then. So to do something which resonates with a lot of people and actually take it to a lot of people makes more sense. And I feel that it's much easier if you have a nicer this thing. For me, I would love to do something which is a lighter version of this, and I would love for you or Vivek ji to mount something and get it. And why not? We should definitely take it to next level. It definitely merits all of that, for sure.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for that. We have a question. I think you have answered pretty much. Jaiti and Mauly, how was the experience of working on 68 pages? I think you already answered, but I think Mauly, you want to share some thoughts? What was fun about some incident which is memorable still for you?
I don't. Alag say I can't remember anything as of now. But overall, it has been one of the most cherished memories. Like almost everybody said, a project is not about, it is about the journey of the project, It was a very enriching project for me, the experience, the role. And when you do a role with every counseling that I was doing, with every, you as an actor also, you read something, but when you're enacting something, it changes and shifts something within you. You realize, you grow, you understand. So it has been a beautiful experience for me, honestly. Not because it has been one of a very, very special, cherished project of my life.
Thank you. So, can I want to add anything before we close this particular session?
Okay, I just wanted to say something.
Abhay wants to stop. Yeah, Abhay, go ahead.
Should I say Vivek or आप बोलोगे?
No, पहले आप बोलिए, please.
मुझे सिर्फ इतना कहना था कि श्रीधर आपने काफी बार पिछले 1 घंटे की डिस्कशन में कहा कि ये एक स्मॉल फिल्म थी, छोटी फिल्म थी, अभी आप बड़ी फिल्में करते हो वगैरह वगैरह. देखो, मोर होता है ना, मोर का होने से बटरफ्लाई की खूबसूरती कम नहीं होती. बटरफ्लाई अपने आप में खूबसूरत होता है. कोई भी बीज होता है ना, किसी भी सीड होती है ना, वो छोटी होती है, उससे बड़ा पेड़ बनता है. तो ये मत समझो कि छोटी फिल्म है, बड़ी फिल्म है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ये एक फिल्म है, एक प्रोजेक्ट है, और वो अच्छी तरीके से हम लोगों ने किया है, जो लोगों तक पहुंच रहा है. और दूसरी बात, सागर, तुम्हारे लिए कि तुमने कहा कि मेरे सारे गाने बैकग्राउंड में होते हैं. असली जिंदगी में हम गाने बैकग्राउंड में ही सुनते हैं, हम गाते नहीं हैं. तो वो सारी जो रियलिटी है ना, वो रियलिटी वही है. और दूसरी बात ये है कि एकला चलो रे जो गाना है, जो बहुत ही इंस्पिरेशन वाला गाना है, एकला चलो रे से आगे का जो वर्जन तुम्हारा है, वो है निकले थे अकेले और कितने पांव जुड़ गए. तो मुझे लगता है हम कहीं ना कहीं आगे जा रहे हैं. वी आर मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. सो कहीं ना कहीं प्रोग्रेस की तरफ जा रहे हैं. तो डोंट थिंक कि हमने स्मॉल फिल्म की, छोटी फिल्म की, छोटी बजट की फिल्म की. बजट, मुझे तो ये था कि मुझे पैसे मिल गए इस फिल्म के. मुझे बहुत आदत थी कि काम करो, पैसे ना लो. तो तुम लोगों ने काफी सरप्राइज किया मुझे. नॉट इवन 68 पेजेस, बट व्यूअर्स इमोशनली. तो फिल्म में श्रीधर, सागर, विवेक, आपका तो एक वो वाला एड भी है जो 7 ways, वो नहीं बोल सकता मैं यहाँ पे, वो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, 7 तरीके का, उसके भी पैसे मिल गए थे. तो बात वो नहीं है. बात है जैसे सब लोगों ने कहा कि वो जो अनुभव हम लोगों ने लिया है इस फिल्म से, या जो वैल्यू क्रिएट किए, व्हाट अल्टीमेट रिमेन्स आफ्टर वी पास्ड अवे, द वैल्यू, the work, and that value we have creating the value. हिमांशु ने भी कहा कि अगर ऐसा कोई प्रोजेक्ट हो, हम करने के तैयार है. आशीष ने भी कहा, everybody is saying the same thing, because we all are gathered to create a value, not a commercial kind of thing. किसी ने पूछा कमर्शियल करोगे क्या, बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट, बड़ा छोटा प्रोजेक्ट कुछ नहीं होता. उस प्रोजेक्ट से क्या वैल्यू निकलती है, वैल्यू नॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ मॉनेटरी वैल्यू, इन टर्म्स ऑफ बहुत बड़ी वैल्यू है. तो मुझे लगता है हम सब यहाँ पे इकट्ठा 13 साल के बाद हुए. 13 साल मतलब 12 साल का एक वनवास और 1 साल का अज्ञातवास. हम 13 साल के बाद इकट्ठा हुए हैं. सो वी आर कनेक्टेड टुगेदर विद द इमोशंस, विद द मिशन. सो वी हैव अ मिशन. वो फिल्म में मेकिंग का होगा, किसी ट्रस्ट का होगा, मतलब हमसफर ट्रस्ट हो, किसी जैसे माधुरी का अभी पॉलिटिक्स में आ गई है. एवरीबडी इज डूइंग देयर ओन मिशन इन देयर ओन लाइफ. ऑफ कोर्स वी आर अर्निंग मनी बिकॉज वी नीड मनी to live, to LIVE, but we can't LIVE the morals and the values. That's it. Thank you.
Superb. But yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, Vivek, you want to share something?
I thought Jaiti was saying something. Please allow her.
I just want to say that 13 years ago, मैं तो आप लोग तो बहुत जॉय दादा तो बहुत पढ़े लिखे हैं, तो क्या बोलते हैं और जागरूक भी है, पर मेरे लिए वो बेस था कि टू दैट इन दीस 30 आई थिंक एड्स के बारे में, ट्रांसजेंडर, LGBTQ सबके बारे में जानने का मेरा पहला एक्सपीरियंस था, इतने इंटीमेटली जानने का। सो मेरे लिए उसके बाद से मैंने और जानना शुरू किया, पढ़ना शुरू किया, एक्सेप्ट करना शुरू किया, प्यार करना शुरू किया। सो आई थॉट दैट इज अ very big journey. It is a beginning of a very lovely journey for me. Thank you, 68 pages, I would say.
Absolutely.
So sweet.
Vivek, you want to say something? Then
so yeah. I would want you to close on a lighter note. So
before
Molly,
closing the thing, then I'll just want to ask Joy if he wants to say anything. Then I'll give it to you. Joy, you want to add anything? Last comments?
मैं एक मोमेंट मुझे याद है आपके ऑफिस में जिस दिन शूट कर रहे थे, आपने कहा कि वो आखिरी दिन था आपके ऑफिस का, उसके बाद वो तोड़ दिया गया। तो वहां पे आपके कई सारे पेशेंट्स थे या वो लड़के लड़कियां थी जो काउंसलिंग के लिए आते थे, ट्रांसजेंडर लड़के लड़कियां थी, और मैं रियल लाइफ काउंसलर का रोल प्ले कर रहा था। लेकिन जिस दिन मैं विक्टिम, उस दिन आपके ऑफिस में मुझे विक्टिम भी प्ले करना था। तो मुझे याद है कि हमने वो ग्राफ ऐसा बनाया था कि ये लड़का बहुत ही फुल ऑफ लाइफ है, बहुत एनर्जेटिक है, बहुत पॉजिटिव है, और वहां से जब उसे चिट्ठी निकलती है, that letter which says that he is HIV positive, तो उसकी पॉजिटिविटी पे कैसा जो है पड़ेगा कुल्हाड़ी, और कैसे वो करेगा। तो वो जब हमने किया मोमेंट, तो एक लड़का वहां आपके कॉरिडोर में खड़ा था, वो रोने लगा, रो रहा था। वो जब चिट्ठी निकालने वाला सीन था ना, जो बोलता है ये करूंगा वो करूंगा ये करूंगा, और चिट्ठी देखता है और होश उड़ जाते हैं, तो रोने लगा था वो लड़का। तो मैं घबरा गया, he was part of the trust, वहीं पे वो रहता भी था बीच बीच में। वो मुझसे मेरी बातें भी हुई, बोल रहा था कि मैं HIV पॉजिटिव हूँ, लेकिन मैं अभी भी जाता हूँ बाहर और कैजुअल सेक्स करता हूँ और ये करता हूँ, पैसे कमाता हूँ। मुझे घर से निकाल दिया गया था क्योंकि मैं बहुत अय्याशी करता था, मैं अच्छे खासे घराने से था, मुझे घर से निकाल दिया था मेरी अय्याशी की वजह से, और उसके बाद अय्याशी करते करते मैं इस हाल में पहुंचा। तो मेरी बातें हुई थी पहले। रोने लगा वहां सामने, कॉरिडोर में दूर था। सीन खत्म किया मैंने, मैं उसके पास जाकर मैंने कहा क्या हुआ, कुछ गड़बड़ किया, गलत किया मैंने सीन इंटरप्रेट। वो बोला कि जिस दिन मेरे पास ये चिट्ठी आई थी, तो मेरे आंखों के सामने जो फ्लैश हुआ था ना, डेथ, उसकी आंखों के सामने जो मौत फ्लैश हुआ था, वो फिर से मुझे दिखा, इसलिए मैं रो पड़ा। तो देखिए, करते हुए तो हम कर लेते हैं इमोशनल सीन, हाँ, हम अपने मेमोरीज, अपने रेफरेंसेस, अपने क्राफ्ट को यूज करके कर लेते हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए वो जीवंत एक किस्सा था। मेरे लिए मौत फ्लैश होना एक इमोशनल क्राफ्ट रेफरेंस था कि ऐसे मैंने देखा है लोगों को होश उड़ते हुए, हवा उड़ते हुए, या अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा कभी हो कि मुझे कोई बताए कि तुम्हें कैंसर है, लास्ट स्टेज है, तो क्या होगा, वो मैंने सोचा था। लेकिन ये तो एक्चुअली इसके साथ हुआ है। तो मैं जो कर रहा हूं एज एन एक्टर, और ये जो देख रहा है वो उसकी जिंदगी है। तो ये जो हम मिरर वाले प्रिंसिपल की बात करते हैं ना, दिस मिररिंग, द लाइफ मिरर्स acting and acting mirrors life, and where art becomes life and life becomes art, ये जो सारी चीजें हैं, ये दर्शकों को बताना, ये फिल्म कहाँ रिलीज हुई नहीं वो अलग बात है, लेकिन just this moment for me was so shattering, so what should I say, it was so bulb inducing कि अरे बाप रे बाप, मैंने तो सिर्फ एक्टिंग किया, उसकी तो जिंदगी फ्लैश हुई आंखों के सामने। और उसने बोला कि मैं मर जाऊंगा, कुछ ही दिनों में मरूंगा, मेरा टाइम पीरियड कम है, मैं अभी भी जाता हूं और बिना अनप्रोटेक्टेड सेक्स करता हूं। उसने बोला मुझे ये, क्योंकि वो कई क्लाइंट्स हैं जो आते हैं, मैं उनको बोलता हूं पहले कि मेरे को ये है, वो बोलते कोई बात नहीं है, ऑल द स्टफ। तो ही सेड आई एम गोइंग टू डाई वेरी सून। मैं एकदम हिल गया था उसके बाद। तो यू नो, कहां कब एक्टिंग के मोमेंट ट्रांसेंड्स एंड गोज इनटू अनदर प्लेन स्पेस इज क्रेजी।
Thank you for sharing that. That's really beautifully put together. Vivek, final comments from you?
So, नहीं, comments नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Okay. I just wanted to end on a lighter note. और अगर कोई बोलना चाहे तो please feel free. आप बोल सकते हैं पहले. So, Mauli, you know, like when Sridhar asked you if you had any memories, I only know one thing, that, like, you know, you were portraying a person, a very, very, very special person in my life. So, like what Mansi was to Kiran, this woman means the same to me. So she's been to Colombia, now she's back, and we are still working together.
Oh,
and she's in Bombay. Yeah, and she still works with communities and we are very much together. She's still single and मुझे अभी भी पार्टनर नहीं मिला है. उस समय मुझे जो है ना तुम में और Rishali, that's her real name. So like I would find such similarities, and also it was her story and very true to her life. मुझे सिर्फ एक चीज समझ में नहीं आती थी कि वृशाली को मैं जब से जानना हूं, मतलब अब तो 20 साल हो गए हैं, वो बहुत अनकेम्प्ड, बहुत क्लमजी सी, उसके बाल कहीं जा रहे होते हैं, वो खुद कहीं जा रही होती है. एंड आई वुड टेल श्रीधर, बट श्रीधर मानसी के बाल ऐसे पिक्चर परफेक्ट क्यों है यार? तो वो फील दो वो है. नो, शी इज माय हीरोइन. उसका एक एक बाल कैमरा में भी कैसे आएगा मैं डिसाइड करूंगा. एंड so when Rishali saw the film, she was in US at that point of time, and that was her first reaction. He said, Vivek, everything is fine, but तुम्हारी मानसी के बाल बहुत पिक्चर परफेक्ट है यार, ऐसे बाल बना भी नहीं सकती.
So ये बात going back, just the hair all the time, you know.
ये बात I just spoke to Sridhar about this. Remember Sridhar? I asked you about this, exactly about this. उसके बाल इतने काउंसलिंग के बाद और पहले और उसके आगे पीछे इतने परफेक्ट कैसे होते हैं? मैंने श्रीधर से पूछा था ये.
And it was like my question to Sridhar. Later on, it was, I don't know, Rishali, if you're there today, I'm asking your question because she just sent me a message that she's gonna be for the film as well as the panel discussion. But I was like, मतलब कुछ तो बाल थोड़े तो इधर उधर होने चाहिए. मतलब even in the most intense moment, वो डायरी पकड़ रही है, वो रो रही है, सर पीछे जा रहा है, सर आगे करती तो बाल फिर वैसे के वैसे. But yeah, amazing memories, and it's been so beautiful.
That was Sridhar's Gubbare moment.
No, the lead characters have to be perfect, you know.
Yeah.
Joy का भी कोई बाल इधर उधर नहीं गया था.
क्योंकि मेरे बाल बहुत छोटे थे, जा ही नहीं सकते, ही नहीं बाल.
By the way, Joy, मैं तुझे एक बात बताऊं. आज मैंने जब फिल्म देखी, तो मुझे याद आया कि पूरी फिल्म एक्सेप्ट एक या दो जगह पर, every shirt or t-shirt that you have worn is mine.
Yours. I do realize the same.
बताओ.
ये तो मेरी थी, ये तो मेरा था, ये तो मेरा है, ये तो मेरा है.
तभी मैं कहूँ कि वो टी शर्ट पहनती अंदर से वो जो इमोशन निकलता था मेरा, immediately.
तेरा अच्छा हो गया था.
है कि नहीं बता?
I think we were both the same size also.
Yeah, बताओ. ये और किसी को मत बताना. ये अपने Zoom मीटिंग तक ही रखना, और किसी को मत बताना.
Okay, got it.
Chalo, on that note, we're going to wind up this conversation. Been brilliant. Thanks a lot for all of you joining.
Thank you so much.
A group picture, once you can hold on. Let me just all of you smile. Let me take a group picture.
Saurabh, even you can come on screen.
Yeah.
Saurabh?
Either just check if Molly's here around.
Totally.
Definitely.
Okay, one picture perfect. So on that note, thanks a lot for all of you for joining in this wonderful conversation. And we all hope to work together. But even if we don't work together, continue to be friends primarily, and wish each other best of luck. Support each other. And thanks for everyone for being part of 68 Radio. And please promote the link on YouTube so that more people can watch it.
And thanks for all the attendees who have joined here.
Everyone, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
और तू भी मेरे साथ है, निकले थे अकेले